everyone, and welcome to the kitchen in our new house. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you wouldn't have missed that we bought our first house. You ready for this? Kitchen is mostly empty, and don't worry, there's some Apple Jacks and obviously the coffee machine. U-Haul is here.
I have asthma.
It's at this point of the move that I realized how crazy the idea of just taking everything you own and putting it into a truck. It's stupid. It's just stupid. We're in the house. It's 100 degrees. For real, like outside. Which is why I took a little break from YouTube. But I'm back now, and I want to start by sharing some awesome kitchen organization tricks that you can use using Dollar Tree storage items. Now, the kitchen in a new house is a little tricky. It doesn't need to be renovated right away. It's totally livable, but it's sort of awkwardly shaped. The majority of the storage is over here in these two IKEA cabinets that the previous homeowners put in. Over here we have all of the artwork that I need to hang in my new house. It'll happen someday. A very small little bit of cabinetry here. This is Miles's jumperoo because it is the only way that I can cook anything. So we'll just drag that out of the way. And then over here is the mess that is the sink area. Like I said, we just moved in. We're working on lots of projects. So this is like all of our tools and sanding paper. But again, we got some storage here. Out there is a sunroom, which eventually we're gonna make and eat in like our sort of dining room space, which will be really great. So like I said, a little bit of an awkward space that we're working with, but there actually is a lot of storage. It's just gonna come down to using it properly. All right, we're gonna start by tackling dry goods, which I have all in here. I actually have a couple of Tupperwares from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna repurpose these just in a smarter way. And I also went to the Dollar Tree and just got a ton more great stuff to organize this, because honestly, looking at this is like giving me anxiety. Why is there so many dry goods? Okay, it's the next day because my child awoke from his nap. Yeah, we're gonna have some snacks. I think I'm just gonna take everything out. I feel like that's always the best way to organize. Start by getting everything out. Kitchen essential. Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. I could probably live on these if they weren't 1000% of my daily sodium intake. All right, got most of it out, just a little bit down there still. I'm just like running out of counter space, so I'm gonna tackle what I've got. So the first thing I actually wanna tackle is my spices, which I have most of them right here. Now, the problem with storing spices in anything that like opens like this is that if you're looking from the top down or from like directly on, you can only see what spice it is, like if it's right in front. And if you're looking down, you have no idea what these spices are. Okay, so I'm actually gonna label the top of the spices using, these are just index cards that you can get at the Dollar Tree. You can actually get these Sharpies at the Dollar Tree too. And I'm just gonna cut these small, write the spice names on them, and then tape them to the top of my spices. It's not perfect, it's amazing. If I had a label maker, that'd be better, but this works, and it's using just stuff from the Dollar Tree. It gets the job done. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is take the labeled spices and put them into a little tray like this. This exact one is actually not from the Dollar Tree, but you can get ones just like this at the Dollar Tree. They like are the plastic ones that come in all sorts of colors. I just already owned this. You could even use these, which come from the Dollar Tree, which I'm gonna be using for some other storage. Okay, so now these can all go right inside of my cabinet, like so. And this way, when it's time for me to find a spice, I don't have to drag through them all. I just pull it out, I can see which one I need, I can grab it, and I'm good to go. Okay, so now that I have the spices in there, I'm thinking that maybe this side of my pantry will be sort of more the baking, cooking side. And I'm actually going to start using some of these Tupperwares that I got from the Dollar Tree. I got two different ones. I got these plastic ones that have tops. These ones as well, which are pretty neat because they have a little flip top open, so you can kind of like pour whatever is in them out. Okay, but I'm actually gonna use this one here and put my flour into it. Flour is something that's always really annoying in a pantry because the bags don't hold up. They always have holes at the bottom, so like flour ends up on the bottom of your pantry and it's a big mess. I already rinsed these out, by the way. And then I got these fancy little labels. What I really like about these is they're actually label holders, so you can easily swap out what the label says, which is really nice when you are labeling containers like this, because lots of times like you might be storing something in or right now, especially in your kitchen, in a few weeks or a few months, you might be wanting to store something else in it. So that way, instead of having to pull a new label on, you just pull out the little piece of paper that's in there and you can store something else in it. Okay, can we talk about how that like fit in there perfectly? I was really worried that I wasn't gonna be able to fit both my popcorns in there. That
feels like the perfect fit.
So another thing I have from the Dollar Tree, I actually already had these. I'm going to use these to store like items or items that I use together. For example, I'm labeling this tub as seeds and nuts. So this has obviously seeds and nuts in it, but it's also just like everything I use if I'm gonna make oatmeal in the morning. So it's also just things that I need at the same time, because that way I can literally just pull the whole bin out, I can use it and then just throw it back in when I'm done. All right, so I finished my sort of baking side of the pantry here. So I have 3 of these little locker bins from the Dollar Tree, and I've just labeled them with my labels. I actually moved pasta into these 2 little Tupperwares. And then I have a lot of baking supplies down here. This is all like tiny little baking things like baking powder and vanilla and what have you. And then I have sugars, flours. Okay, and then I finished what I'm calling like the snack side. It's not exactly all snacks, but I have snack bars at the top, like granola bars I eat almost every day. And then I have this bin, which obviously is not very full right now. This is a Dollar Tree bin, and it's gonna be like the random bin, because I feel like pantries always acquire like these little single things, and those things just like end up randomly all over the pantry. So I have this little bin for them that I'll use to collect those sort of things. So like maybe we eat some ramen and there's only 1 or 2 left, they can go down into the random bin and it'll keep it nice and organized. All right, my friends, another day, another baby nap. Do we want to start taking bets on how long it will take me to complete this kitchen organization during baby nap? We're taking votes in the comments down below, but really you can see how much time has elapsed by just watching this pimple on my chin that just slowly gets larger and larger every day. Anyways, today we're tackling the refrigerator. First thing that always bothers me about refrigerators, I cleared off my top shelf, is like no matter how often you're like organizing it and cleaning it, there's always like crud right on the shelves, because I mean it's a big box that holds a bunch of food. There's gonna be food crud. So I actually am going to clean this off and then show you a really easy way to protect this and then clean it when the time comes.
So you can get these rolls of like sticky contact paper at the Dollar Tree. Basically you just peel off the back and it sticks down, but it's removable. So you stick it down and then you can always like pick it up and remove it. So it's temporary. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line all of the shelves in my refrigerator with this. And what it's going to do is it's going to protect the shelves. If something spills or it makes a mess, I can wipe it up. And once it's gotten too messy, I can simply just pull off this piece of contact paper and replace it with a nice new fresh piece. It makes the refrigerator honestly look so much cleaner and more organized. I don't have to worry about big spills or something sticky making a big mess, because I can always just peel off a layer and put down a nice fresh clean layer. Another thing I like to use from the Dollar Tree to organize my fridge is the long skinny Tupperwares that they have. And I like to use it to put like items together that maybe would end up sort of dispersed around the refrigerator, making things a little less organized. So I have one that I like to use for like all of my yogurts. So I put all my single serve yogurts in it. We've made it to our final day, and I know that this is the last day, so I just have one last thing to show you. I honestly don't even know how many days this took us. I will put it right here, and this is what you guessed, then you win. I don't have anything to give you for winning except just pride knowing that you guessed the right number. Okay, so last thing we are going to do is I got this no slip shelf liner from the Dollar Tree. This is kind of like a rubbery material. This works great for any drawers where you are keeping cutlery. You can use this stuff for like any drawers that you have that when you open them, stuff slides around. Like I used to keep my spices in a drawer, and every time I would open them, they would all like come tumbling around. There we go. No more slipping. This literally is not going anywhere. Such a simple and quick little thing. It took me like 2 seconds to prevent like such an annoying problem with drawers. This is also really good if you have one of those like the like Lazy Susan roundabout things that they put in the corners of kitchens, because when you spin them, stuff always falls all over the place. We used to have one in our last house, and this stuff works great for that. Just line the bottom of it and you don't have to worry about stuff sliding all over the place. All right, my friends, that does it for today's video. Thanks for organizing my kitchen with me. I hope that this maybe inspires you to do a little kitchen organization yourself, or inspires you to try out some of the organizational items that I love from the Dollar Tree. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video. Also, if you really like Dollar Tree videos, I will link some other awesome Dollar Tree organization videos that I have done down below.